What it do, my YouTube family? It is your boy Work MachineZo MachZody, MachineZo, however you want to call it. And guess what? We coming motherfucking back with another react, and this time we reacting to SPDS, and this is the fear of space, bruh. God damn, we getting spooky with it. We are going to space with it. We is going to study space right now. We going up there. So shit, spooky Halloween October season. We goddamn about to goddamn unlock some fears, anxieties, all of that. So get your popcorn and let's get it popping. I am the chill life of Zoe, and we about to react to the video. Pipe up. Where we at with it? Good guys on deck, by the way.
This footage is the first ever recorded footage of the Earth from space. As the image distorts and you're felt straying away from the planet Earth, a certain consternation is felt. Almost like you fell into a deep pool of water and you're slowly straying further away from the surface. Straying away from what is known, from what isn't nothing. Whilst this footage is nothing spectacular in the world of...
bro, so it's like nothing, but it's nothing, but it's not nothing. Like, it look like ain't shit there, but there's a lot of shit going on out there, bro, and that's what we here to look at today.
It highlights the feeling of impending terror that space portrays. Its vast emptiness is more than just lonely. It's constricting. Seeing the pure and utter powerful size of empty space in our universe is so perplexing that it twists my throat into circles. It's as if the universe...
Whoa there, buddy. Pause on that. Super, bro. Like, chill, bro.
Hey, yo.
Slapping us in the face, saying your simple body couldn't possibly dare to imagine the sheer size and complexity of...
I don't even want to, bro. I'm a little speck, bro. I ain't even a little decimal on this motherfucking spectrum, bro. This shit crazy, bro. None of us is, bro.
And it would be right, because the truth is, space is horrendously scary.
And yet motherfuckers want to go out there and explore this. Look at this. Look, this is exactly what they want to explore. Fucking nothing.
Bruh.
Just go out there and just float.
So it is until you compare the planet Earth to others that you realize we have a perfect planet, Jupiter, a gas giant, a planet made of thick, never-ending storms. There is no surface on Jupiter. Its massive scale consists of deep, heavy gas. You cannot land a probe on Jupiter because
that we smoking, boy. Jupiter pack, boy. Gas pack, boy. Nothing but gas all around me, boy. We in Jupiter.
Fall into the gas for days until it is burnt and crippled, essentially getting dissected by air.
Oh,
I'm sure the raging red spot of the storm on Jupiter is nothing new to anyone watching.
That bitch a fire hurricane, boy. Just straight fire hurricane wind. Well, I know nothing can
lasted for at least 400 years and potentially longer. A storm that itself spans a wider distance than the Earth itself. Imagine a heavy raging storm bigger than the Earth, all of which is heavy gas.
See, now you making me do shit. You making me think shit I don't want to think, cuz. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Earth already problem, bro. They making me pay bills on this motherfucker, boy. They making me pay rent on this motherfucker, boy. I gotta rent space on the Earth, cuz.
Anything near it.
You talking about worry about Jupiter, nigga? I gotta worry about Earth. I ain't figured
everything that we know, love, see, feel, smell, and think all exists on planet Earth. And the fact that a storm, just a storm, on another giant planet puts our entire existence to shame is embarrassing. Similar patterns can be seen with Saturn and Neptune.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna tell you what's embarrassing. You goddamn paying car note, rent, water, electricity on Earth. That's embarrassing. Having to go to work 60, 70 years of our lifespan. That shit is embarrassing.
Gas giants in our solar system. Worlds of nothing but storms and chemical reactions. Storms that can reach up to 1,000 miles per hour. Storms that would tear your muscle fibers off one by one. But the scary thing is...
Nigga couldn't even do a tornado drill, boy. It was like... Fuck that.
This is just one example of one planetary system. Space is chaos, but there are more than trillions of planets, many more each with their own chaos. The sheer complexity of size...
Like, bro, they gotta be something out there, bro. It might be parallel universes, and sometimes, bro, the mind just be wondering. Sometimes the shit I be looking at Do we be looking at shit in another universe and we don't know it? And do people be watching us in another universe? Like, shit just be different, bro. Like, we ain't the only ones out here, bro.
Planets and just our galaxy alone makes you think, what other monsters are lurking in the shadows, indulging in heavy sighs and chaos on the daily? What is happening behind the scenes in our universe? The sheer size of some of these planets and the chaos that each and one of them participate in is actually quite spectacular. But if you think planets even shine as much of a laser pointer on the unbelievable backdrop of our more intense celestial objects, you would find that—
Hey, slow down there, buddy. You throwing too many big words in there together, gang. We gotta slow this shit down.
Are catastrophically naive, because ultimately our bigger celestial counterparts shine and behave so drastically intense that they themselves are making a statement to the universe that they are the definition of power. A star, as we know from our sun, put simply, is a luminous ball of gas composed of mostly hydrogen and helium held together by its own gravity. Stars—
you feel me? That's what I am. I'm a star, nigga, nothing but gas. Smoking nothing but the gas and the gravity just keeping your boy together.
Unbelievable. They shine for eons and create a habitable zone for planets to play. Stars are the reason we are alive as humans. Without our sun, we wouldn't even be close to existing. The sun is incomprehensible, and most stars—
definitely need that motherfucker, cause I can't be cold, bro. That nigga trying, goddamn, hell nah, but I don't need too much sun, just a little bit.
Incomprehensibly huge, millions of times bigger than the Earth. Sometimes I feel the numbers don't really portray how big the sun truly is. Like, okay, who cares? 1 million times bigger. Yeah, I get it. Woohoo, big sun. So I always feel that a visual representation is a proper way to show the true scale of these things. This is the Earth comparable next to the sun. All I felt when seeing—
just keep us far away from that motherfucker, boy. We burnt the hell up, boy. That shit about 10,000 degrees, bruh. Everything on fire. We on fire. Africa, South America, anywhere you live, we is on fire. This is crazy.
This is fear. Again,
damn,
that is everything
dot.
We know and love.
I can't even see myself
compared to the sun. Ridiculous sizes like these are what lead my fear of space. But what if I were to tell you that the sun is unbelievably small, laughably small, so tiny that it seems like an atom in the eyes of the even bigger? What I'm about to show you is an image that evokes a sense of hopelessness and fear inside my soul. It's an image of the sun compared to one of the biggest known stars in the observable universe. MachineZo.
Oh my god. Bruh, they say the sun big as fuck, gang. Like, big as fuck. You go outside and see it, you can't look. Hurt my eyes. It's too big. It's too bright. What the fuck is this? Like, bruh, we got shit like this.
Like size.
What the entire fuck is that, bruh? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, Earth ain't like Earth, like little dot. This right here is disgusting. Ooh, Scuddy. Nigga, you like, bro. This is like the spirit bomb, like, bruh. Why does this exist?
These celestial objects is unfathomable. To see the size of our Earth alone compared to something like the sun and still have the biggest thing in our solar system be dwarfed significantly is a statement.
Time out. What in the fuck am I looking at, bro? Why is our sun this little, bro? They said, I swear to God, in elementary school, they said the sun is so big. So big. What in the... I can't even fathom how big this is, bro. This shit so motherfucking hot, bro. This shit like 10 million degrees, bro. Shit.
Again from the universe that we are nothing. MachineZo is 325 million miles deep. Yes, 325 million miles of nothing but a hot
3 million miles.
Hydrogen and helium pool of convection and radiation. If you were to somehow construct a suit that would allow you to safely go deep,
you can't. That shit gonna burn up. You gonna burn up. The suit gonna stay, but you gonna burn up, nigga.
This massive star, you would most likely feel that at a certain point, the star itself is the new universe.
Damn. That bitch is a universe. It gotta be of its own.
The universe doesn't mess around with size, because even what you just saw, MachineZo the star, is absolutely tiny. If you compare it to things like Ton 618, the biggest black hole, or S5, the quasar, it isn't even a speck of dust. Trying to conceptualize and explain size any further than this is absolutely pointless, as our feeble brains cannot give it the actual justice that it deserves.
Nilla, I'm being born, nigga coming out the vagina.
For a couple quick mind-wrecking references, you can fit our entire solar system all the way out to the orbit of Neptune, which is measured to be roughly 80 astronomical units wide inside of Ton 618, 32 times laterally. And for one last quick comparison, Ton 618 is 2,606 astronomical units wide.
Damn.
Now, if we compare that to just 1% of the diameter of a galaxy, you could fit 23,000 Ton 618s laterally inside just 1% of the Milky Way galaxy. And I'm sorry to completely...
What are we doing here, bro? What they got us doing? What's the mission? For real, like... I know slavery was part of the mission, but what's the second part, bro? What we doing? Like, for real.
Clear ego, but the Milky Way galaxy is a feeble, useless speck of nothing in comparison to the clusters, which are nothing compared to the superclusters, and so on. But let's step away from size, because it's obvious that our universe is huge. But on the other hand,
we got a monkey man in the middle. What the hell?
It's actually quite breathtakingly beautiful. While we might not understand the scale of it very well, I think everyone can at least acknowledge the beauty of the stars we see in our night sky. Everyone has had at least one experience of looking up at the stars at night and just admiring them. But the problem doesn't...
Nah, for real, like, what is up there, bro? And it's like all this shit these niggas be talking about, including this Mr. SPDS. This shit true, bro. You look up in the sky, you be like, God damn, but this shit real. These are stars. That's a motherfucking moon right there. Why am I here?
In the stars. Ironically, few people dare to realize the strikingly obvious monster that lies right next to them, right in front of our eyes at all times.
Super void. Goddamn.
2.5 million light years is the space between our Milky Way galaxy and our closest neighboring galaxy, Andromeda.
That bitch need to be farther. Keep us away from that.
We wanted to travel to Andromeda. It takes light 2.5 million years to travel between our galaxies. That scale is freaky. So are there any pit stops you can take on the way? Nope. Is there anything at all? Nuh-uh. It's all gas.
Damn, nigga, 2.5 million years, so there and back, boy. 5 million years, boy, it's gonna be goddamn flying buildings.
Vast open space. Once you leave the Milky Way galaxy, you are met with a dark, cold, vast space of nothing for 2.5 million years. Pure darkness. The reason this idea of pure vast nothingness scares...
Damn, by 1.9 million year, boy, you don't know what, nigga, like, damn. 1.5 million, you like, damn. Am I ever gonna make it to this motherfucker? You just floating, dark, eyes closed. You just wake up 5 million years. Boy, this is like on some, I don't know.
So much is because of how our brains work. We cannot handle the thought of essentially nothing. And the vast dark spaces between celestial objects is the closest thing you can get to nothing. I'm not just talking about the spaces between galaxies either. Even the spaces between stars inside the galaxies are so vast that it's incomprehensible. Vastness has a certain taste to it. It's not bitter, it's not sweet at all. It doesn't really taste like anything but fear. It's kind of like the fear of the ocean and the massive unknown drop-off cliffs in the deep sea. However, space...
So we got space and we got the motherfucking ocean, bro. Why we got this shit, bro? Why, bro? Space, nothing. Ocean, you don't know what's in there, bro. We don't got shit that can just go down there like that, bro. Niggas we ain't worked like that.
Much bigger, and the drop-offs never end. And it's
not honestly, I'm cool on living in the ocean with them motherfuckers. We already having trouble with the land creatures. Fuck around ocean, you got goddamn the equivalent of a tiger shark or tigers and shit. You don't know what the fuck down there. Black panthers, all type of shit with gills.
Unknown as it is lonely. Because the truth is, space is horrifically lonely. Every single part of it. Just like the sun versus the MachineZo picture, I want to show you...
talking about give you space. She talking about give you lonely. Bruh. Ain't gonna lie, boy. They call that shit space. But that bit filled up, boy. But it's got, I don't even know, boy. This shit like a black sheet of paper, bruh. That's the only way I could describe space is just a big-ass black sheet of paper, bro.
Sure. Picture that perfectly describes what I'm talking about. It's a picture of what is commonly referred to as a super void.
Super void. Boy, your soul in that area, y'all had lost. Oh my.
This is Boots Void, and for reference to scale, it is 330 million light years across.
Damn,
330 million light years of essentially nothing.
Dang.
Boots Void makes up for 2% of the
Is this our galaxy? Where the fuck is Earth at on this motherfucker?
Entire universe. 2% of the universe is a deep, unknown void of nothing.
Damn.
Fear, dismay, and discomfort is all I feel when imagining the center of such things. What is in that void? Why is it so lonely?
You don't wanna know, boy. Goddamn, they gonna suck your ass. Nothing in that void, boy. Your ass gonna turn into a star.
That vastness is crippling. Everything in space is this vast, separated by long distances of nothing. Distances that we as humans couldn't possibly dream of crossing. Invisible barriers that laugh in our faces and spit on our spacefaring dreams. And to add to even more of the hopelessness to this already seemingly depressing fact, everything is growing farther apart as we speak.
Don't tell me that.
Because the universe is constantly expanding. And as the universe expands, like a balloon, everything in it stretches and becomes farther apart. And at certain points, these voids will grow so big and the universe will expand so far that we won't even be able to reach another galaxy, as it will be moving away too fast for.
So what, we are our own galaxy? Cool. That's more shit I need to hear.
To catch up. So the only thing we will have is ourselves, surrounded by an infinite and seemingly growing void that advises us to stay where we are. But we may plead and ask for mercy from the universe, but it won't stop. And over the course of billions and trillions of years, the universe will grow, and it will wait. And while the scale of vast empty space is scary in and of itself, as the universe continues to trudge through time with no stoppage, not only will the distances become a problem, but everything else will too. Because with enough time, everything will slowly start to burn away. The stars and the black holes and planets all have a limited amount of energy to burn. Once the universe starts its clock, it doesn't stop, and it waits. And the true and perfect horror of the universe becomes time.
So why I gotta pay bills here, bro? Please tell me that. Why they capitalize Earth?
13 billion years is the age of our universe. In our age, we were luckily born in an era of rampant star growth and intense celestial events. We are observing and participating in the universe's first steps, but unfortunately, it will likely never be this way again. According to the heat death are also
so you telling me when I die and reincarnate, I'm gonna reincarnate as some fucked up shit? Damn, bro. I thought it was already fucked up, bro. Lord, please help me.
Slow death theory, the universe will continue to expand, and as it expands, everything will continue to prosper. Over time, however, and I mean a long time, the raw materials required to make stars and black holes and
I'm probably gonna be like one of them, like, I might have like 4 arms like Gordon on Mortal Kombat. I might be him in the new life. Shit.
Alike will be exhausted out into empty space, into colder and wider areas where it's not possible for hot and
I might come back like Frieza. You feel what I'm saying? I might be Frieza and have to fight Goku. I know. It's the weed.
Star formation to occur. And once the universe gets to this point, it will face a poisoning demise, where star formation will come to a halt. It will be faced with the intense reality that it will meet a cold, dark death. But this will take a really long time to happen, right, SPDS, right? You couldn't be more right. In fact, I would argue that the scale of time is the most brutal one. Because with this scale, infinity is no longer a concept. It's a derivable truth. But some objects will meet their demise much faster than others. Consider supergiant stars. You would think the biggest stars would last the longest, right? Well, actually, they live the shortest lives due to their intense gravity and unstable nature. They're likely to explode and go supernova or exhaust their energy at a very fast rate. They can even become black holes through the right conditions. These are likely the first things to say goodbye to. Most things like supergiant stars and most other celestial objects will decay fairly quickly in the grand scheme of things. However, there are 3 celestial objects that will hold on much longer. 3 objects that will face the void head on. So I would like to introduce you to our candidates for eternity. The brave heroes that will valiantly trudge towards the end of the universe. The final objects that will make a stand once all star formation stops. Firstly, we have black holes, the fan favorite. These stubborn balls of theoretically infinite density will be one of the last standing celestial objects ever. Second, we have
sucked in one of them motherfuckers. You gonna get sucked into some other shit, boy. Another whole galaxy, boy, on the other side. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to get to the back to the other galaxy.
underdog white dwarfs. These stars are the remnants of great stars that exhausted most of their energy and just remain as pitiful ancient balls of gas that emit so little energy due to their low luminosity and low size. Thirdly, we have black dwarfs, the final product of a fully exhausted dwarf star. A ball of gas that will likely turn into almost solid iron. More on these guys later because they will prove to be very important.
What the fuck you mean, more on these guys? Nigga, tell me about it now, cuz. Tell me about it now, bleed.
According to physicists, it is estimated to take upwards of 100 trillion years into the future for all star formation to stop and all raw space material exhaust.
I don't even know how long that is. Well, like, niggas ain't even got that much money. We definitely ain't got that much time. Bruh. Nigga gonna die about 6 times, 8 times for a nigga see 100 trillion shit, 20 times for real. Like, god damn.
It's into nothing. So let's begin our thought experiment there, when all star formation comes to a halt. Let's start with white dwarfs. According to physicists, white dwarfs can actually burn for trillions of years as well, and the smallest and most low output ones could possibly survive for up to quadrillions of years. But eventually they will die, likely going supernova or possibly turning into a black dwarf. You probably see where
sometimes I don't even know to believe my own hands in front of me, cause like what's going on, bro? Like, is these fake people? Is these real people? Like why are we here?
This time scale is unbelievable, but we are just barely scratching off the tip of the iceberg. Because the truth is, I lied. White dwarfs are easily taking last place here, and it's not even close. While they ran a good life, the true race between black holes and black dwarfs begins. Black holes are what I view as endgame objects, because they're so intimidating and so scary for good reason. These ridiculous balls of mystery are so dense and so heavy that having them decay is like telling a kid with ice cream to throw it in the ground. Nearly impossible. Sheesh. But as all things have to, these too will eventually decay. According to Hawking radiation, black holes decay.
That, boy. If I gotta do what? D divided by the T's with the 6's and the X's and the P's, like, bro, what? I'm cool on this. I'm cool on space.
Just very
the equation is still going.
Very slowly. Picture it like this. According to quantum physics, there are
boy, your ass on some good drugs. You wrote that on the
particles constantly popping in and out of existence on a normal basis. Antiparticle and a normal particle. I know this sounds crazy, but bear with me. Now, if these particles were to pop in and out of existence right next to a black hole's event horizon, theoretically, one of the particles can get sucked into the black hole whilst the other will perfectly and barely escape. This actually makes the black hole lose an ever so slightly minuscule amount of mass, so tiny that it will never be noticeable for trillions of years. But they do decay, and that's important because infinity doesn't care. As long as they decay at all, their fate is all the same. The theoretical amount of time it would take for a black hole to decay under these rules is scary. The time would be roughly somewhere between 2 times 10 to the power of 93 or a Google years.
Bro,
this is ridiculous, because at this point in the universe, everything else would...
Bro, what? That's a real number?
Decayed, galaxies would have dissipated, stars would have all died. Everything would be gone and forgotten, except these black holes.
You need to take that number and put it in me bank account. Yes, sir.
That are silently buzzing towards the end of time.
That shit look like some Jesus shit, boy. You wake up and see this, boy. Hell nah, boy. Ah!
So I actually lied. Black dwarfs aren't even in the picture of black holes because they don't even come close. In fact, they will last so much longer than black holes that it is actually embarrassing for the black holes to even try to compare. Black dwarfs are pretty much a fully dead white dwarf. These guys are on the final stage of a star, completely exhausted. They do decay, but it's so insignificant that it's almost immeasurably small. These guys give off almost no heat or light, and they are ancient. These poor guys will have to endure for so long, and eventually they will have to go supernova. But the time scale that it will take for this to happen is paralyzingly ridiculous. So let's take a journey into the unfathomable for one last time, as we watch the final stand of black dwarfs and their statement to the universe.
Why, cuz? What? Where? Oh,
I know this sounds like science fiction, but these stupid little stars will theoretically exist for 10 to the power of 32,000 years once everything else is gone. That is 32,000 zeros. All of that once everything else in the universe has already disappeared. The universe will be single-handedly vacated by these black dwarfs that separate each other with unbelievable distances. These cold, baseless, almost pointless stars will float through the rest of existence as the final stand of our universe, as the last form of tangible entropy, as the remnants of us and what we once had. Eventually, however, these stars too will die and go supernova. After an almost infinite amount of time, these poor celestial statements will be put to rest with a tiny but infinitely powerful bang that will light up the universe.
Stars die, bro. So what? Where do we come? I'm stuttering. You know, I'm scared. Where do we come? Where do we come in this equation, bro? Cause goddamn, like shit, bro. The whole galaxy gone, the whole galaxy dead. What, we in a new galaxy with it?
Forgettably infinite.
I'm a new
alien.
As
the final black dwarfs go supernova, their fireworks throughout the vast wasteland of nothing will give hope to a potential new beginning.
RP
but as the universe has always done, it will wait, and it will watch as these ancient remnants of the past give way to the final ending of our reality. It will watch as the final black dwarf explodes and opens the path to eternity. Because from the beginning of time, the universe has waited. It has waited so patiently from its conception. It has waited for the first
reset, you know, like a factory reset. Goddamn, so we ain't gotta reset this bitch, so we can get it right. You know what I'm saying? Do this shit over again. Change the settings, cause it's paying for this rent shit, this shit right here, and the presidents and the government and all this bullshit. Can we all just be free?
Stars, the first planet, planet Earth. It has waited for you. Waited for your bus stop, waited for your life, waited for all the stars to die, all the black holes to die, all the black dwarfs to die.
Another one?
It has waited all the same, and on a much more infinite level than we could ever imagine. And as the last black dwarf explodes, the universe can now rest, because now it has reached its ultimate contribution. So, it smiles.
Bro, what? This ain't helped me nothing, bro. What, it turned white? Oh my god, bro. What? Hold on, bro. What just happened, bro? Man, that is the video. I'm a little weirded out because where we going? He didn't answer that question, but shit. We got the universe, we got the earth, shit exploding. Everything must die. That's what I've learned from this. So, enjoy it, live it up, work hard, I guess, pay your bills. Even though I feel like that's pointless. But shit. It is what it is, man. That's our galaxy. Motherfucker gonna die someday. Shit, we all gonna die someday. But I don't know, man. That is spooky. We get spooky with it, head ass. But man, if you stay this far, I appreciate it as always. And yeah, we gonna react to some more shit, man. Peace.